So, this is going to be a very quick live. And I thought I'd ask myself and also you guys some questions on personal growth. All right. So, my first question is, what do I need more of in my life? What do you need more of in your life? I'll insert for myself. Please feel free to comment and I'll do my best to reply. All right. What I need more of my life? I have lots of peace. I need more patience, possibly to surrender to the now and to not necessarily focus on the future because the future is not there yet. I may be thinking and I may have inspirations and goals for the future, but it's not here yet. So I need more of that. All right. My second question is, what do I need to let go of? Example, fears, toxic energies, and relationship. Definitely fears. I think if not all of us have fears that we struggle with, so I do need to let go of some fears. And I have been doing so much karmic work, you guys, when it comes to releasing things I've collected from past lives or even in this life. I've been healing so much, and I hope you guys have been doing the same as well. All right. Oh, my third question. You guys ready? What are some of my limiting beliefs that might be holding me back? What are some of your limiting beliefs that may be holding you back? Limiting beliefs. I would say how I was raised and programmed. So I'm deprogramming myself as I evolve into the beautiful being that I am. And I know you're doing the same as well, because when we get raised into an environment where we are expected to be something that we're not, we kind of hold on to that as adults. And sometimes it's hard to detach that and to heal properly. All right. Ooh. Next question. What are 5 things I am grateful for? I'm grateful for life, for breath, for my kids. I'm grateful to be able to walk, to be able to drink. I'm not in a hospital bed. I am healthy-ish, and it could be worse, right? There's always so much good for us to look at versus the bad. So I'm grateful that each day I'm evolving and I'm learning that life is not what I want it to be, but it's what I allow it to be, if that makes sense. All right. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I don't even know where I see myself in the next 5 minutes. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, you guys? 5 years, holy. I don't want to think about that because I'm going to be older than today. But I see myself helping people. I eventually want to start my own organization, nonprofit of some kind, and just build homeless shelters, resources for men, women, mental health, and definitely something with arts, an art gallery, art workshops, writing, singing, all of those good stuff, and definitely podcasting with you guys. All right. What else? What unhealthy habits do I need to cut out? Ooh, ouch. What unhealthy habits do you need to cut out? I'll insert for myself. I'm not able to see the comments. Oh, I can see them now. So if anyone's watching, even after this video is done, after the live is done, feel free to comment, and I'd be more than happy to read and reply to your comments. Okay? What unhealthy habits do I need to cut out? Ooh, I'm guilty. Let's see. I worry quite a lot, you guys. I have a brain. It's like a highway. It's worse. It's like drunk and it's panicky all the time. So I do worry. I stress even though nothing's happening. Maybe it's what I'm diagnosed with, right? It makes me think I'm endangered, that I need to do something. And I don't like to be in crowds because my anxiety gets worse. What else? Unhealthy habits. I can't think of other ones because I've done quite a bit of deep work and some painful work, but worth it, right? Oh, okay. Next question. What do I love most about myself? I love that I am a good parent, a good mom. I'm trying to be, at least. I'm doing my best. I hope you're doing your best too as a mother, father, or parent. And I love that I love people, even though they've wronged me, but I still somehow, somewhere find compassion to forgive people, to see the best in people. I love that about myself. All right. Um, okay. Here's some other juicy parts. Okay. So I had to make a list so I can remember what I want to share with you guys. So throughout different episodes on the podcast, I've shared little snippets of myself, who I am. You guys know my name, a little bit of my story, but not everyone knows my actual story. All right. And this is just a list, and it's not me going in specific details, but here you go. This is my birthday treat to you guys, just to get to know me, because most of you, all of you, have shared your story on the podcast, and I'm getting to know you, so I think it's fair that you get to know me in return. All right. So more about me, and I did read that list. Was it last week on a live? It was at the end of the live, so I'm gonna expand on this because this is now. So I titled it More About the Traumas That Scarred My Human Body, because trauma can scar the body. It can break it down bit by bit, limb by limb, and it can't really touch the soul. That's untouchable. All right. So some people know, some don't. I was born and raised in Haiti, and I came to Canada, which is where I currently live in. I think I was 14 or 15, all right? And that was through adoption, okay? Yes, I was adopted. Most people are like, I didn't know that. Now you do. What else? And my childhood in Haiti was rather interesting, challenging. Um, it was hard. It was healing. It was painful. And it wasn't a childhood that I would wish on anyone else, but it happened to me. So it made me the person that I am today. Okay. So in Haiti, I experienced sexual, verbal, physical, spiritual attacks, or whatever you may call it in that sense, and psychological abuse. I grew up in a household where my father, he passed in 2020, and he was an alcoholic, very abusive towards my mom. I would witness and watch him hitting her and breaking her finger, and many other things that I shouldn't have witnessed as a child. All right. As you can see, I remember those moments, and that is the power of trauma, and that is how crucial it is for us all to continue to talk about the trauma that made us who we are today. All right. Never be ashamed of that scar or the pain that you felt, because it's molding you, and allow it to do that. When you resist, you make the process harder. So give yourself peace of mind and allow your pain and your trauma to make you who you are. All right. What else? And I almost lost my mom. That was my bio mom. She's still alive. I'm in contact with her, because she would work 2-3 jobs, and she was gun held, meaning someone put a gun at her head. She left early to sell bread, to sell different stuff at the market, and I still remember her telling me that how hard it was, right? Whew, because as a child, I'm like, my mom's going to work. Is she going to come back alive? So that's what happened. She is alive. She's fine. Thank goodness. And what else? And I experienced neglect and disconnection from certain family members that I still don't talk to. And I did mention I was adopted. So I spent a few years in an orphanage in Haiti. All right. And in there, it was hell on earth. It was good. It was bad. And it was unpleasant and pleasant. And it made me who I am. All right. What else? Believe it or not, you guys, I have been in the foster care system. Yes, I have. And I think I went to 2 or 3 homes. I can't clearly remember how many. But so I'll speak for myself, because me and my siblings got adopted from Haiti. And yeah, a year or 2 after we came, my adoptive mom got cancer. She got very sick. did surgery and then started to heal, and then the cancer spread everywhere else. And yeah, and through that, there was abuse in the home, where my adoptive dad didn't really do much about it. He's still alive, but I'm not in contact with any of my adoptive families. And he still is a very meek guy who kind of do what she says, because my adoptive mom was that kind of person. Very stubborn. She means what she says, and she wasn't afraid to speak her truth. All right, whether it was good or bad, she spoke it. Okay, so social services had to take me out of the home. I think police was involved, and it was traumatic. Okay, and my situation is called a broken adoption. If you go back in the of beginning of a few episodes that I've done earlier, I've shared my adoption story, my mental health journey, and so many other things. All right, that I even shared different types of adoption. Okay, mine is an international adoption. Okay, and there are other names for it as well. What else? And I was a teen mom. Okay, I got pregnant at 18, had my daughter 19, and guess what? School was challenging. I had to stop school and to be pregnant to raise my daughter, and I had to go back, and I did get my high school diploma. I went to Mount Royal University. I started to study social work, which you guys can guess why I love helping people so much. So social work out of anything, right? I wanted to be a doctor. Then they threw a math in there, and then math numbers, and I'm not a math person. Those are my arts. I'd rather paint until I'm blue than to do math. I'm just not a math person anyways. So, because I always wanted to help people in any way that I can, because I've seen how people have suffered. Okay, what else? Let's see. Yeah, teen pregnancies. And I would say throughout that, being a teen mom, I'm still a teen mom, right? I'm still young. Is that I find people judge before they know the story. Okay? My advice from my heart, as someone who struggled with so much, please don't judge. Please listen to people before you are very quick to judge and to give them your opinion. Let them speak, and then from there, if they ask you for your input, your opinion, speak, right? What else? Oh, yeah. Don't tell anyone, you guys. I had to do grade 10 twice, and it's a broken record. So twice. Here's why. First of all, it's culture shock, trauma, coming from a new country, new language, new school system, new environment, new parents. I'm like, oh my gosh, which version of hell am I in, right? So that was hard. I did grade 10 twice in a different province in Canada, and then I had to move to a different province, and then I did grade 10. Somehow I graduated high school, so oh well. And and I'm diagnosed with mental health issues. All right, I don't typically leave it at just mental health issues, because that can be anybody. I think all of us somehow, we have a mental mind. People might get upset that I'm calling them their mental health issues. We have a mental mind, a psyche, a physical body, a spiritual body, an auric field body, and there's different levels to it. It's okay. We feel emotions. We process things differently. All right. So your girl is diagnosed with schizophrenia. You couldn't tell if I didn't tell you. PTSD, anxiety, depression. Those four. Okay. And I'm gonna do another live, a separate live, on my actual Facebook page today, you guys, so I can expand on everything I've shared. I'm trying to rush to kind of put everything together here, because I have some other stuff I gotta get to in the next 10-15 minutes. All right, what else? And I'm so passionate about advocating for mental health. All right, why? Because it's important. Why? Because we need to continue to talk about mental health. Why? Because mental health impacts anybody. You're looking at a black woman, a mom, a single mom, and so on. Mental health does not discriminate. It reaches borders, countries, and anyone, right? So For so long, I was ashamed of being diagnosed with mental health issues, specifically schizophrenia, because that's how society portrays schizophrenia, right? They make people like me feel small, that because they have certain diagnoses that they're gonna hurt people. Actually, it's the opposite. I can't even kill an ant or a fly, let alone hurting anybody. All right. So I am here on this earth to walk on this beautiful, glorious path that is at times so freaking narrow, you guys, that it's painful. Okay. And I'm here to ignite, to shine, to give people a voice, to help them realize their true essence, which is love, power, and beauty, which all of us hold and have. All right. So I'm here to break down the barrier of stigmatism of any kind. Okay. And you'll notice as I talk sometimes on camera, I look up. When I'm looking up or I'm looking down, that's me collecting my thoughts. Sometimes people say I talk like in Shakespeare mode because at one point when I was in the hospital, a few times, I won't tell you how many. Sometimes I was there for a week. Sometimes it was a month. The longest was 2 months. I think I was in the hospital. All right. And there was a time I didn't speak because it was so hellish and hard for me to articulate what I wanted to say. I couldn't properly form words. My thoughts at times, even still now, they're a bit scrambled. So when I look up, I'm disconnecting for a minute, and I'm speaking with pictures in my mind. Okay, it may make sense to you, it may not. I'm speaking with pictures. If I'm talking about the weather, I'm feeling the snow under my feet that's crunchy, and I'm imagining how I have to bundle and not freeze. So that's kind of how I process my thoughts. And sometimes when I'm talking to people, Lord bless them if they talk so fast, because I'm not going to get much of it. All right. So that's a little bit of my mental health journey and kind of how I process information and how I give you information in return. All right. What else? And I don't share this much. I think I was in a time still ashamed of it, but it's not something to be ashamed about. I attempted suicide multiple times. That's why I was in the hospital for so many times. And one time I was in the cardiac unit for my heart, and I had to wear a heart monitor after I got out. So I'm happy nothing worked, because you're looking at a miracle, and I survived that. And I continue to survive so much more. And I know you continue to survive as well. All right. What else? And you guys, I think 2 or 3 years ago, I started to have chronic pain. I still have it now. And chronic pain, it's like a disease that most of us do have. Some of us, we think it's fatigue or tiredness. We don't really pay attention to it, but we have it. All right. And yeah, they did x-rays and a lot of different stuff to see what was wrong. I have a bit of sclerosis in my lower spine, and for a little bit I still have a back brace that I put around my area here, and it holds my spine. If my pain gets really bad, it just straightens my spine. I don't like it because it's a bit painful, but it helps me with my posture so it doesn't hurt too much. So anyways, there wasn't anything they could do with x-ray, and they checked my nerves and all of that. Guess what? I still have chronic pain as I'm standing speaking to you today. So the struggle is real. It's a battle, and I've won many, and I'll win this one. All right. And if you're someone who struggle with anything, it's hard. I'm sending you love. My heart goes out to you, because it is not easy to be a human. It's very hard. All right. What else can I share? Oh yeah, I'm a single mom. I think I shared that already. And I was born open as a child. Let me tell you what that means. Maybe it will apply to some of you. Maybe you'll understand. Maybe you won't. And that's all right. Okay, I was born open as a child, meaning that very young, I could see spirit. I saw my grandfather. He was the first person that I saw in shadow form. And I, I can hear it and I can see different things from what we call dead people, which are not dead at all. All right. And it's a gift, it's a curse, and it's a blessing at the same time. And now my gifts, they're like wildfire. It's mind blowing. At times I'm speechless. All right. And I mentioned that my adoptive mom did pass from cancer, and I saw her. She tried to show me the other side, but I'm too scared. So I could see myself in the vision going like this, just covering my eyes because I didn't want to see. I was terrified. And again, that has to do with the culture that I was brought up in. All right, the culture that anything that's dead is bad, right? So I remember when she was showing me, she's like, Bernadette, come, come, come. And sorry, my alarm's going off here. She's like, come. So I went like this so I could see just through my finger. And I'm telling you, you guys, I have never, ever, maybe I have and I don't remember. It was a type of peace that was so ridiculous that I've never experienced it here on earth. And it does exist, all right? It does. They're around us all the time. They are. And I think they're telling me that I'm tense. I need to open up about my gifts, and I need to loosen up a bit, be more funny. They said, you're funny, you have jokes. Just spit it out. Let people see and know who you are, right? I'm still wrestling with religion stigmatism, if I may put it that way, because I was brought up as a Christian, as a Jehovah Witness, and many other things. And there's voodoo in Haiti as well, right? So yeah, imagine that. Okay, so my mom, my bio mom, she's very supportive of my gifts and what I do, and many people are, and I'm grateful for that. And the thing is, I tell people I don't have a religion because I don't. I just don't, right? I'm spiritual. I grew up reading the Bible. I believe in that as well, but I don't really tie it to anything else. That's why I'm able to connect and open up to so many people and draw in people, because I see people for where they are, who they are, and what they are, and that's it, right? We're all down here for a mission, a purpose, and make the best of it. Because I've been learning so much about reincarnation, past lives, and I've seen so many of my past lives. It's fascinating because we're going to keep coming back if we don't make the best of what we have. If we don't learn the lessons that we need to learn. What else let me think of something else I can share with you guys on the spiritual thing. Oh, I saw an angel. Angels are around us all the time, but I saw it based on how I perceived it to be. All right. Sometimes you'll notice if you have a loved one that passed, they will send you different signs. Maybe you find feathers, maybe coins, maybe anything, music, a music that you may play that you're like, huh, my grandma used to play that. My sister, my brother, my whoever used to play that music. That's them connecting to you guys. All right. So yeah. And I saw they don't have gender. It was going up a funnel, and it was Archangel Uriel. This, yeah, it was fascinating. What else did I see? Yeah, I saw Jesus' feet, and that was earlier in my spiritual awakening 2 years ago, a year and a half, 2 years ago. And the reason I think I saw him, he does wear those sandals, you guys. It's funny. He does wear them, okay? I saw his feet, the sandal, the white robe, and it was so bright I couldn't look up. I don't recall experiencing anything like this in my human form. I'm sure I've experienced it up there where we're all from. Yeah, I saw his feet because there's a verse in the Bible that says, come at the feet of Jesus. And I don't remember where it's from, but that's where I had to come, because for most of my life I did struggle with, still am at times, with self-worth, worthiness, unlovable, and all those things that are not true that I was um, processing and digesting and making myself believe that they were real when they weren't. All right. So I saw that. What else? I'll make a longer video if you guys are interested. Okay. I'll tell you all about it. Let me know if you're interested. Comment below. Share. Let me know. Okay. And then I will. I will. Because I know eventually I'll be opening up to share about that. I'm just waiting. Okay. I know it's almost time soon to get that started because I'm told that I'm an untrained medium and psychic, blah, blah, blah. I think all of us are psychics actually in so many ways because we have intuitions that we use. Intuitions while we're walking, while we're driving with our kids, and so on. Okay, okay, I better speed up because I gotta go soon, you guys. What else? Yeah, yeah, and I speak some French. I'm losing it, you guys, because what happens when we don't practice a language, we slowly lose it, withers away from the brain, all right? But I can read it, understand it, and I speak fluent Creole, Haitian Creole. I learned that there's different types of Creoles. There's Creoles in Africa and many other places, all right? What else? Yeah, and I'm a podcaster. Woohoo! So you guys, I've always said this, I'll continue to say it. I have no experience with what I'm doing. It's wild, it's crazy, and it's madness. That's what it is. But I'm doing this kind of following the silent whispers of my heart and my soul. And when you follow those, you will find your way because they won't misdirect you, if I may put it that way. Okay? So yeah, that's a little bit about me. And I hope that helped you guys get to know me a bit better. I will be sharing my story at some point in more depth and details for those who do want to get to know me even more. So, yeah, happy birthday to me. I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your week. What an honor it is to be part of your lives and to be able to have a platform where I can hear your story, your heart, and your passion in the work that you're doing. All right? Never give up, never quit, even if you face many challenges in your life. All right, you guys, we'll be in touch soon. Bye.